Next, we have artifacts, and artifacts is just a fancy way of saying web applications. Now, I have created dozens of applications. I've created TOS generators. I've created privacy policy generators. I've created JPEG to PNG converters and a whole lot more. Now, you don't have to be like the next big thing, right? But what you can do here is you can make these applications and then you can refer your clients to those applications or just your friends in general, instead of going to those same websites you always go to all the time. That's usually how everything blows up. You start small and then it kind of grows into something that could potentially be worth a lot of money. So let me walk you through how to create your own artifact using Claude. Now on the left side here, I'll click on artifacts. Now they have a bunch of different templates that you can use. For example, they've broken this up into categories. We have learn something, where they have flashcards, life hacks, writing editors, QR code generators. That's actually very helpful for restaurants. Here we have play a game, where they've actually created their own game. My game is much better than this, but yeah, we'll talk about that later. Here we have be creative, where they have these simulations and everything else. And then here, touch grass, which I guess is just you touching grass. Now I want to start from scratch. So over here, I'll click on new artifact. And I want to start from scratch. So here they have different categories, but I do recommend to start from scratch because we can always ask the AI to generate a prompt based off what we want to do. So here I'll click on start from scratch. So the first thing I want to do is I want to ask the AI, what is the best prompt to give it in order to create those artifacts? If I put something like, I want to create a TOS generator, it's not going to give me something unique, right? So let's go ahead and run this prompt. I want to create a TOS and privacy policy generator for businesses. Do deep research and create a prompt for me to create one. So I'll go ahead and run this prompt, and I just want to make sure that web search is on, right? And let's go ahead and run this prompt. Okay, so after about a minute, and now created a very detailed prompt with great design and important information. So what they've done here is I want to make sure that this is compliant with legal requirements as of 2026. And here they've created a step-by-step guide on how to build this. Now, as you can tell, this is much more detailed and much more thorough than just saying, create me a TOS generator. So they're breaking this down into different steps. They're talking about jurisdiction, compliances, state laws, GDPR, all this information in order to make this work. And then at the bottom right here, we have trend-driven information, which they're basically incorporating the current trends of what businesses should put today to make sure that this is actually very relevant. And this is actually a big one. So right to erasure. In fact, WordPress actually got pinched by this. So in the new update of WordPress, there's actually an option to erase information in the WooCommerce settings. So I know about that. And now that they're including that, I know that this is very relevant and correct. So scrolling down, they actually have compliance laws from California. California, man, they have laws coming out every single day. And then over here, we have the UI and UX design. And then here we have the tech stack. And now it's saying, do you want to go ahead and create this? So what you can do here is just go ahead and, skim through this, make sure it has everything that you need, or if there's anything that you want, you can always add more to this. But I'll just go ahead and run this and see what it gives us. And after waiting about a few minutes, I now have my really cool application. So this is a TOS and privacy policy generator. And here users can actually fill out their information. They can select the country that they're from. They can also select if they want a TOS and a privacy policy generator, or just a terms of service or privacy policy. To be very honest, I think this is much better than Lovable. I've used Lovable many, many times. In fact, I'm on their most expensive plan. And I do think this actually produces better results. I've used every single app out there. I mean, I've used Bolt.new, Lovable, Claude. I mean, I've used pretty much everything. And I like the response that it gives me because it's just very structured and detailed. So I'll go ahead and select United States. Here, they're asking for a little bit more information, like personal data collected. So like all the types of personal data your business collects. So here I'll just select a few, okay? And I'll just select some collecting methods, and we will select some of these other options. So I'll just select these boxes. I'll leave these unchecked and click on continue. And here you'll see that we're on step 3, and I'll just go ahead and select a few and go to the next step. Lastly, they're asking about terms of service clauses. So they're asking about intellectual property, limitation of liability. Here we have resolution. So basically any time that you sign up for a service, they pretty much all have binding arbitration, which means you cannot sue them. And I hate that, but many companies do that because it basically reduces the amount of lawsuits they receive. So here they have mediation and arbitration, or binding arbitration. Mediation never works. That's essentially where they go to a mediator before they go to litigation, or arbitration, and they never can really come to a resolution, so they just go to forced arbitration. In this specific case, we're gonna select binding arbitration, and we're gonna put where we are located. So where does the Jurisdiction govern, I'll put California, and then I'll select generate documents. Now it's generating the documents. And here it is. So now we have this privacy policy information we collect. And as you can see, this is a very large detailed document. It's not some like generic, small template. It is a very large document with a lot of information. And you just can go ahead and download this directly onto their computer. So let's say, for example, you want to publish this application. Here at the top right, once you create it, you'll click on publish. And then here we have a link. So I'll go ahead and copy the link. And then I'll go to my browser up here and I'll just go ahead and paste this in. And there we go. We have our TOS and privacy policy generator. Now, what you can do here is you can actually take this and embed it onto your website. You can also embed the code onto your website, so it can actually take parts of your websites. I have other videos showing you how to do that, but in this specific case, we just use it as a link. So maybe you want to put this as like a button on your website somewhere where they can always get help. So here's an example of something that you can create, right? So this is my game that I created, and this is plugins versus Gutenberg. Here I'll click on start battle. And right away, we got the music, we have characters right here, and I've created a turn-based video game. So I want to go ahead and click on attack, 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 attack. And then here my characters go. So we're attacking Gutenberg, and look at his HP, it's dropping. Look at that. All right, we're beating him. Now he responds with an AoE attack. All my units are hurt, right? So yeah, we gotta figure out what's going on here. So here I'll use my abilities. I have abilities, I'm gonna use all my abilities right here. Widget barrage, there we go. Field wall, all right. Purge caches, let's go. Widget barrier, okay. So we're beating him up. Ugh, he does another AoE attack. Okay, my guys are getting hurt here. We're gonna go ahead and mix this up. I think this guy has a better attack. So here we go. 192, look at that. Field wall, we're getting him. Purge caches. All right, his HP's dropping, 442. Oh gosh, my characters are getting nailed. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, I'm out of mana. All right, widget barrage, there we go. He's almost dead. Let's beat him. There we go, he's dead. Woo, I won. All right, so that's just a quick example of how you can, you can create anything. But here I can go ahead and put my name and add a high score. I'll put Darrel Wilson, and I can play again. And here we go, back to square one. So yeah, that's just an example of how you can create games if you want to go that route.